getting a lot of comments on my logical song video from a few weeks ago, and I have done something that is completely illogical. But I'm listening to your comments. Quite a few people have mentioned that I didn't do the whole song. I didn't explain how to play the accompaniment for the saxophone solo, which is a magnificent part of the song. So thanks for your comments, and here comes part 2 of the logical song. The verses, choruses and turnarounds are all laid out in part 1 of this video. If you haven't seen that already, check out the link up here first. So this video deals with the saxophone solo accompaniment on guitar instead of keyboard. So I've included the bass line and the chords as close as I can get them while playing the bass line. Most of what you're doing chordally is this version of a B7. It's just the 3 treble strings, 2nd fret on the G and treble E, and an open B string. And you're pinching that like that. Meanwhile, you're playing the bass line, which involves a lot of hammers if you want to be faithful to the tune. You can do it straight like this. But I prefer it hammered, which is slightly harder to do because it needs more coordination. The hammered bit sounds like this. So how you do that? Bass line on its own, hammer from 1 to 2 on the bass E string. Then hammer from 0 to 2 on the A string. Then you do that last hammer again. Then you hammer from 0 to 1 on the D string. Then you do a 2 on the A string. That bit goes. And together with the, it goes like this. Then you repeat the first part of that. Then you get a 2-1 on the bass E string while still pinching those 3 treble strings. Then you got bass E string and the 3 treble strings open. Then you do a little G triad on the 3 treble strings. That's 4th fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the B and treble E strings, while that bass E is still ringing. That whole section goes. Next part is almost the same, it's just slightly longer. So you go through the first part again. That's where you change. Next thing is a B minor over D. So that's 4th fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the B string, 2nd fret on the treble E string. And you pluck an open D string. Then you do this G, which just needs bar all 6 strings. Make a 4th fret on the G string. You pluck the bass E and the 3 treble strings. That part goes. And you go around that again to fade. Okay. I hope you find this helpful. Thank you so much for your comments. I really appreciate them. Those comments make my channel grow, which is all good. And it gives me ideas too. So keep them coming. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Watch part 1 of this video up here, or my latest video over here. I'm Niall. Thank you so much as always for watching. Learn a tune a week and build up your chops.